Varsity Firebirds will perform our national anthem. Thank you.
And good evening and welcome to Southern Nash in the first rounds of the Eastern playoffs. State playoffs begins this week for the NCHSAA all across the state of North Carolina. Tonight's matchup should be an interesting one as Southern Nash, the 14 seed, hosts the 19 seed of Harnett Central, the Trojans, here in Southern Nash. This is Brent Cohn alongside Kenneth Fly. We'll get things started a little early here. Kind of an interesting wind down to the season as Southern Nash started off undefeated, was tied for first place in the conference, ran into Rocky Mount a few weeks back, and failed to convert on a 2-point conversion in overtime and took their first loss of the season. Of course, there were some still photos after that showed that if there had been instant replay in high school, that might have been a different outcome. However, a loss none the same as the officials did call it on the field. The biggest loss of that night, though, was the loss of senior running back Tyleek Mitchell as he went down early in the fourth quarter and was put into concussion protocol. And from there, he missed the next 2 weeks under the guidelines of the NCHSAA. And, of course, the next week, Southern Nash had to travel to Northern Nash, who was at that point undefeated and still are number one in the conference. And it was just too much for the Firebirds. However, they bounced back nicely against Franklinton behind the sophomore connection of Isaiah Battle and Jaden Hartsfield. Isaiah's arm and Jaden's legs led the Firebirds to a rather resounding victory over in Franklinton. And Southern Nash finished the season 8-2 and in third place in the Big East Conference. There was a week lapse, which most of you that follow high school football know that there's generally not a week lapse before the playoffs begin, but because of Hurricane Helene and the western part of the state lagging behind and having to make up some games, there was a kind of an additional bye week, I guess, before we started the playoffs, and that did allow Tyleek Mitchell to return. However, we have lost Devon Richardson, who is a huge part of the defense. He has an injury. Hopefully he'll be able to return later in the playoffs, but he will not be available this evening, we are told. Just to give you a little idea of what we come into the night looking like, Southern Nash, Isaiah Battle running the show, the sophomore, is 13 for 33 on the season with 230 yards passing, 7 touchdowns. Only 3 interceptions and a QBR of 65.7. Of course, even though he missed 2 games, Tyleek Mitchell still leads the team in rushing with 1,751 yards. That's in only 8 games. That's an average of 219 yards per game. He has 20 rushing touchdowns. In addition, he has 5 catches for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns, and a couple of kick returns, one of those in a touchdown as well, 190 yards there, bringing his all-purpose yardage to 2,015 and 23 total touchdowns. Leading the way in catches is Israel Whitaker, 4 receptions, 83 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Defensively, Luke Faulkner leads the way with 101 tackles, 18 total for loss, 3 sacks. And, of course, I mentioned Jaden Hartsfield, who has 105 carries for 736 yards and 15 rushing touchdowns on the season. For Harnett Central, they're led by sophomore quarterback Kobe Howard. He is a passing machine, 135 completions and 209 attempts for 2,153 yards. And, yes, that math is 215 yards per game and 30 touchdowns on the season with a QBR rating of 118.5. Rushing yardage, they're led by Ethan Muhammad with 773 yards and 6 touchdowns. And their receiving core is spread out, led by by DJ Brown with 766 yards, and Landon Cullereth, I hope I pronounced that right, with 709 yards, and followed up by Michael Smith with 487 yards. So far on the season, and that brings us to tonight as the captains go to midfield for the coin toss. Captains tonight, Danny Dunstan, Leo Roblero, Chris Harris, and Brandon Hill for the Firebirds. As the officials discuss the rules and prepare to toss the coin, we'll remind everybody tonight's game is sponsored by Vandermark Side Farms, and the scoreboard, as usual, sponsored by Baker Professional Construction. As the official prepares to flip the coin, Harnett Central has the call. The coin is in the air, and it looks as though Southern Nash has won the toss. That is the case, and they have elected to take the ball. Normally they do defer, but Southern Nash has elected to take the ball first tonight, and so we will see Isaiah Bland and company take the field when the return of rushing sensation Tyleek Mitchell. We'll be back in just a moment for the opening kickoff. And welcome back. We are live here in Southern Nash in Bailey, North Carolina, as the 14-seeded Southern Nash Firebirds welcome the 19-seeded Harnett Central Trojans here in the first round of the NCHSAA state playoffs. Southern Nash comes in at 8-2, as does Harnett Central. Harnett Central finished second in the All-American Conference 3A, 4A, and Southern Nash finished third in the 2A, 3A Big East Conference. Should be a great matchup tonight. It will be run versus pass. As if you heard the stats pregame, Harnett Central very much a passing team. And of course, the return of Tyleek Mitchell in search of the 2,000 yards of rushing this season. Has a couple of games to make up, but has that definitely on his mind. We are set for the kickoff here. This is the Tar River Sports Network. It's Brent Cohn alongside Kenneth Fly. Tonight's game brought to you by Vandermark Side Farms. This is Firebird Friday Night Lights. And we are underway. Back deep, that is fielded by Cam Lyons. Flag comes in behind the play. Cam returns it out to just shy of the 25. Ball will be initially spotted at the 24, blocking the back against the Firebirds. So that will take some yardage off, and Southern Nash will start deep in their own territory.
You know, it'll be interesting to see how Tyleek Mitchell comes out tonight. You know, he's missed the last couple of games with being concussion protocol, so we'll see how that has any effect on it. If he takes the playbook out of Tua's playbook out of Miami Dolphins, it won't be much.
And it looks like Tyleek will be starting at quarterback. And he takes the direct snap and looks around the left end. He's got room to run. Nobody's going to touch him. Welcome back, Tyleek Mitchell. He'll take it all the way to the house.
86-yard touchdown run by Tyleek Mitchell. Put Southern Nash on the board first. 22 seconds into the game.
I guess concussion protocol is over. And I've been told that Tyleek has been under the weather today. No signs of it there. And the big opening touchdown run for Tyleek Mitchell, as that puts him past the 1,800-yard mark with 2,000 in sight. Extra point attempt on. And it is no good, wide and low to the right. And so with 11:38 left in the first quarter, it's Southern Nash 6, Harnett. So a quick score. By the Firebirds, puts them up 6-0. And I believe that is the first time Southern Nash has led at home since very early in the season to start the game with first blood. As Aiden Myers is on for the kickoff. And he will kick it. It will be fielded at the 28-yard line. Kamari Stacker on the return. He's hit with a little bit of a gain. Looks like they're going to spot the ball at about the 35-yard line, and that's where the Harnett Central offense will take over. 1st and 10 behind sophomore Kobe Howard. And again, tonight, noticeably missing is Devon Richardson for the Firebirds, who has, I believe, an ankle injury. So a lot of load to pick up here for the Southern Nash defense. And the secondary will be tested early. The long pass is completed. And that's Landon Culbreth on the catch inside Southern Nash territory. And it looks like Harnett Central is going to do the hurry-up, no-huddle offense. Howard from the shotgun.
38-yard gain.
You know, that was good coverage, but just a very well-placed pass and a great catch over the shoulder.
And that's one of the things. Southern Nash has not seen much throwing this season so far.
Howard looked to pass again. In the backfield, this time he's hit hard. I believe that was Jaden Hartsfield on the tackle for loss. And it'll be a loss of about 4 on the play. It'll be second down at 14. Pass in the flat was read perfectly by the sophomore J-Rock. So no huddle for Central as all the plays looks like are being called in from the sidelines by the offensive coordinator. Motion. Ball will be handed off this time. That's Ethan Muhammad on the carry. He will pick up a couple, not back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd and 12 now as we approach 10 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Like some confusion. Howard has 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. He'll send his back man into a trips. This pass will be across the middle, and it's intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. And still on his feet, trying to pick up the number. Did you get the number for
7?
So Christian Tyler with the interception in the end zone. And it'll be Southern Nash's ball after the first turnover of the night. You know, Howard has 2,153 yards passing on the season with 30 touchdowns, but he also has thrown 10 interceptions, make that 11 now. So with 9:27, it's 1st and 10, Southern Nash from their own 10-yard line. That just looked like one of the receiver routes. They did not run the correct route.
Yeah.
Because there was nobody around. Mitchell, again, around the left end. They're hanging on his back as he almost ran away with it again out across the 30.
And if you look at that, yards after contact, it was at least 10 yards. Mitchell dragged the Harnett Central defender.
And Mitchell comes up a little limp and heads for the sidelines as he's favoring what looks to be his left ankle. It's 1st and 10, Southern Nash from their own 32-yard line. Sorry, that was Israel Whitaker that came off the field. Hartsfield on the carry. No, that was Tyler that came off.
Yeah, that was Mitchell. We'll keep an eye on him.
So a gain of about 3 will bring up second down at 7. Battle under center. This will be handed off to Jaden Hartsfield, who breaks free. Hartsfield's going to lead the field. One man can catch him from behind, and he does. Brings Hartsfield down at the 15-yard line. That was Colbreth who caught him from behind on the tackle and saved the second score by the Firebirds. It'll be 1st and 10, Southern Nash. Right on the edge of the red zone. The Harnett Central 20. Hartsfield slipped that gap quick.
Yeah.
Battle again. A pitch to Luke Faulkner, who slipped it first, gets his feet back and takes it down inside the 10-yard line. There is a Harnett Central player down on the field.
Looks like that's going to be sufficient for another Southern Nash. First down.
That does reach the line to gain of the 10, and it'll be Southern Nash first and goal from the 10-yard line. So as they attend to the Harnett Central player who's down on the field once again, tonight's game brought to you by Vandermark Side Farms. They are year-round natural grass operations serving central and eastern North Carolina. Vandermark's mission has always been to be a premier provider of natural grass and side products to the landscape industry, athletic fields, and commercial developments. They grow, harvest, and deliver 6 types of natural grass. Contact Vandermark Side Farms at 252-437-1501 for all of your natural grass needs. And that is William Jones, the injured Trojan, as he will be helped to the sideline. And we will resume play once again, first and goal, Southern Nash from the Harnett Central 10-yard line. 7:46 remaining in the first quarter. And Hines with the handoff. And Hines will take it down. They have not signaled touchdown yet. They do signal the touchdown. And it's Jonathan Hines, the senior running back, with his first touchdown of the night with 7:31 remaining in the game. And Southern Nash pulls ahead 12-0 with a 2-point conversion upcoming. And Hartsfield will take it off the right side and just step into the end zone for the successful 2-point conversion. And it's 14-0, Southern Nash leading the Harnett Central Trojans here in Bailey. And so Aiden Myers will return for the second Firebird kickoff of the night. So an opening play from scrimmage, Tyleek Mitchell takes it 86 yards to the house. The Trojans were able to march down the field on a big pass play to Culbreth. But then a pass is intercepted in the end zone by Christian Tyler. And a run by Mitchell and a big run by Jaden Hartsfield, with Luke Faulkner and Jonathan Hines finishing the touchdown run out, and it's 14-0 Southern Nash. That's going to be fielded by Kamari Stacker, who stays on his feet. What looked to be, he was going to be down. He managed to get out across the 40 to the 42-yard line, and the Trojans will take over from there, 1st and 10 on their own, again, 42-yard line. .7:22 remaining in the first.
Let's go defense!
And Kobe Howard, the sophomore, steps in from the shotgun. And this will be handed off to Muhammad. He's hit in the backfield. Flags fly in.
It's going to be a horse collar tackle.
Muhammad on the carry. Personal foul, face mask against the Firebird.
So the face mask is the call.
That penalty moved the ball inside the Southern Nash 45-yard line, first down, Trojans.
So should be a 15-yard penalty marked off, automatic first down. That'll put it into Firebird territory. And the 15-yard step off will make it 1st and 10, Harnett Central from the Southern Nash 43-yard line. Hand it off this time. With room to run is Cody Ammons, and he's going to take it down inside the 10, looking to see if he stepped out of bounds.
Cody Evans on the carry for Harnett Central.
Like about
gonna be-
6.
You can take it inside the Southern
So it'll be first and goal, Harnett Central from their own 6-yard line. Three receivers to the left, two to the right. And they'll look to pass, and the quick pass to Colbert across the middle, and it'll be a touchdown for Harnett Central with 6:42 remaining in the first.
Harnett Central.
Nice little crossing route there for Colbreth. And Howard was able to find him open and complete the pass. And Castro on for the extra point attempt. And that's going to be good, and it's 14-7 with 6:42 to go here in the first quarter. And Southern Nash Firebirds in the lead over Harnett Central. This is the Tar River Sports Network. We'll be right back. And we are back to what has turned out to be a high-octane offensive performance by both teams. The difference maker at this point is the turnover. And Castro with the squib kick. That'll be picked up with for a return. And that is Jaden Hartsfield. He'll take it inside the 40, or just past the 40, out to about the 42.
He's going to take it out near the Southern Nash 42-yard line. Firebirds will take over first and 10.
And it'll be Southern Nash first and 10 from the Trojan. They're going to give him a little more, almost to 43 now.
And Tyleek Mitchell is back into the game now.
And Mitchell's hurt. You saw him come up limping. He laid down. He actually laid himself down. He's injured. Don't know if that's a cramp.
I think Mitchell McCary is going to take it out to midfield. He gained 7. Bring up second down and 3.
So Mitchell will head to the sideline into second down and about 3 now for the Firebirds. And Luke Faulkner on the carry is close to the line to gain. We'll look for the spot. Believe it's going to be enough.
That will be good enough for another Southern Nash. First down.
And that will move the sticks for the Firebirds. It's first and 10 as Southern Nash crosses into Trojan territory from the 47-yard line. J-Rock hit at the line of scrimmage. Might pick up a couple there. It's going to bring up second down and 8.
About a yard. We'll call it 2. Bring up second down and 8.
Clock running at 5:40 to go in the first. Mitchell had actually broke away and had open field.
He did.
And Hines slips. as he goes to make the turn. Of course, it rained here all day yesterday. And by the way, the Southern Nash varsity boys soccer team defeated J.H. Rose last night and is advancing to the Eastern Championship game in soccer. Battle under center. And this will be a pitch to Hines again, who will find some room around the right side. He'll be taken out of bounds as he crosses the 40. It's about the 38-yard line where they're spotted. That's going to be close to a first down. We'll wait for the officials to signal. And that will be a first down with 4:38 remaining here in the first, as Southern Nash continues to move the football. And Jaden Hartsfield finds room down the right side. One man can stop him. It's Colbreth. And Hartsfield takes it inside the 5-yard line. And it's going to be first and goal with 4:18 remaining in the first period for Southern Nash. And be Jonathan Hines this time, who finds the right side and steps into the end zone. Touchdown, Jonathan Hines, his second on the night. Third for the Firebirds as they pull ahead 20-7 with 4:02 remaining in the first. And there will be another 2-point conversion attempt upcoming as Isaiah Battle steps back onto the field. Hartsfield gets hit in the backfield. Flags come in. Hartsfield is thrown. The conversion is no good. Holding is called against the Firebirds, so that will be a failed 2-point conversion attempt, and Southern Nash will hold the lead at 20-7. Again, 4:02 remaining up on the Baker Professional Construction scoreboard. This is the Tar River Sports Network. We'll be right back. Aiden Myers on for the kickoff. And he'll squib kick down the middle. It's covered in, ball's loose. Stays loose. Finally, Harnett Central is able to cover it up. Looks like it took 4 different Trojans to make an attempt at it, and it was finally Kamari Stacker that was able to get control of the football. And it'll be first and 10, Harnett Central, from their own 32-yard line. Three receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Howard looks to pass. It's another pass out in the flat to Colbreth this time, and he'll be tripped up. Israel Whitaker and Luke Faulkner closes out the tackle. It'll be a gain of about 6 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 4 for the Trojans. And Howard will hand this one off to, I believe that is Ammons on the carry. Correction, that was Muhammad on the carry. He'll gain about 1. Bring up 3rd and 1 now. And a score update as J.H. Rose has pulled ahead early against Northern Nash 7-0 over in Red Oak.
Northern number 2 seed in the 3A. 3 seed.
Oh, a high snap. It's loose. The ball's still out. The scramble continues. Looks like the Trojans will recover. So that will bring a big loss up as fourth. It'll be 4th and about 16. And the Trojans will be forced to punt for the first time this evening. 2:18 and counting left in the first quarter. Nearly blocked by the Firebirds. Not a great kick. Hartsfield will let it roll dead, and it will be down at the Southern Nash 44-yard line, and that's where the Firebirds will take over 1st and 10. 1:51 remaining in the first quarter up on the Baker Professional Construction scoreboard. I'm trying to get a read on Mitchell, who is on the sidelines. It looks like he's favoring a hamstring pull. 3 weeks off. Don't know about his conditioning. Pass play out to Faulkner is complete. Down to about the 48-yard line. Good for about 4 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
I think Mitchell wants to come in, but
Hines with the handoff again. Finds his way through the middle, nearly breaks free. Takes it into Trojan territory down across the 40. They're going to mark him down at the 40, actually. And it'll be a 1st down Firebirds once again as the run continues to be successful for the Firebirds. 1:06 remaining in the first quarter. And Faulkner with the handoff. It looks like he slipped as he came to the line of scrimmage and went down. Again, the field very wet, and you can see that that midfield was not painted because of the wet conditions. They did manage to get the 50-yard line highlighted, but the helmet with the Southern Nash logo was not painted. Again, they played a soccer game on this field yesterday evening, and it rained all day.
yeah.
Hines with a nice spin move takes it now close to the 35. They're going to mark him down at about the 36. So a gain of 4 will bring up 3rd down and 6 now. And the clock will tick down up on the Baker Professional Construction scoreboard, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with Southern Nash leading the Trojans of Harnett Central by a score of 20-7 here in Stanhope in the Bird's Nest. This is Brent Cohn and Kenneth Fly live at the Tar River Sports Network. We'll be right back with the beginning of the second quarter in just a minute. And we are ready to get the second quarter underway. It's 3rd down and 6 for the Firebirds. And Jaden Hartsfield stays on his feet, nearly goes down. Ball's almost stripped. Hartsfield's going to break away down the left end. Touchdown, Jaden Hartsfield. His first of the night at 11:47. Only 3 ticks off the clock here in the second quarter. 13 ticks off the clock. Math's not working here. The scoreboard. And Southern Nash pulls ahead 26-0 with what appears to be another 2-point conversion attempt upcoming. Battle under center. Looked like it was a busted play. And so another failed 2-point conversion will hold the score 26-7, 11:47 remaining. Once again, we want to recognize tonight's sponsor, Vandermark Side Farms. They are a year-round family natural grass operation serving central and eastern North Carolina. Vandermark's mission has always been to be the premier provider of natural grass and side products to the landscape industry, athletic fields, and commercial developments. They grow, harvest, and deliver 6 types of natural grass. Contact Vandermark Side Farms at 252-437-1501 for all your natural grass needs. Also, while we have a moment, we'll do a quick shout out to Baker Professional Construction, who specializes in everything landscaping, drainage solutions, erosion solutions, French drains, grading, landscape repairs, rock, stone, and concrete, as well as stump grinding and full tree service. That's Baker Professional Construction, the sponsor for the scoreboard this season for the Firebirds. And after the kickoff, the Trojans will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Again, no huddle. Man in motion. This will be handed off to Muhammad in the middle. He'll be brought down. Looks like the ball may have come out, but he will be brought down.
Take it up near the 37-yard line. Be a gain of about 4. We have 2nd down and 6.
And we pulled up JV players, I'm not sure, but that is number 11, which should be Devon Richardson. Muhammad again on the carry. Will pick up a yard or two before he's hit and brought down.
We stopped after a gain of about a yard. Now we're going to 3rd down and 5.
And a quick score update. Northern Nash has scored over in Red Oak, and it's now tied at 7 apiece. And that 3 versus the 30 seed. Howard looks to pass. He's got a man open. It's completed. And stepped out of bounds. It will be enough for a 1st down. DJ Brown on the completed pass. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans from their own 44-yard line. Who is? So misinformation. That is Devon Richardson, who is in the game. He is not out for tonight. Was told that there was an injury. I have to check my sources. And that's going to be Cody Ammons on the carry. Takes it close to midfield. They'll mark him down at the 47. It's going to bring up second down and about 6 now.
Second down and 6.
Howard again looks to pass. He's got a man headed downfield. They're going to say incomplete. Looked like that could have been offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
But great coverage there by Cam Lyons. .954 remaining in the first half. Southern Nash leads 26-7. And that looks like, is that Howard stepping out?
Yeah, so what happened, while we were watching the play here, Howard got nailed by one of the Southern Nash offensive linemen.
Defensive line.
Defensive lineman.
Obviously no flags on the play, so it was not a late hit. It must have been thrown right at contact, but you're right, I did look downfield. Colbreth in at quarterback. He's going to hand this off to Ammons, who's going to go down with a huge loss. Colbreth seems to be the do-everything guy.
Yeah, he is.
And Howard will be checking back in. So good to see Kobe Howard return. No major injury to him. So 4th and long. Looks like it's going to be 4th and about 14. And Harnett Central, who appear to be going for it on 4th and 14. They're going to talk about it as Howard had stepped back on the field. That's the first timeout called here tonight. With 9:16 remaining in the first half, Southern Nash leading 26-7. Again, tonight's game brought to you by Vandermark Side Farms, a year-round natural grass operation serving central and eastern North Carolina. Vandermark's mission has always been to be the premier provider of natural grass and side products, the landscape industry, athletic fields, and commercial developments. They grow, harvest, and deliver 6 types of natural grass. Contact Vandermark Side Farms at 252-437-1501. And so it appears that Harnett Central has changed their mind. Colbreth is on for the punt. Of course, there are no stats on fake punts.
Yeah.
But we will watch as they have receivers both to the right and left. We know Colbreth is the backup quarterback. The high snap and nearly blocked again. And this is going to be downed. Was taking a Harnett Central roll, and it was actually downed by Dustin Miller during the roll. So kind of a break there for the Firebirds. I want to think that ball probably would have gone another 5 or 10 yards.
Yeah, that's when you just get away from it.
And so it's 1st and 10, Southern Nash from their own 29-yard line. And that is Jaden Hartsfield on the carry right off the left guard. He'll be out across the 35.
He's going to take it out beyond the 35-yard line. Be a gain of about 7.
So a gain of 7 on the play is going to bring up second down and 3 now for Southern Nash.
Probably when they're way down the field like that is when you see them losing.
And Hartsfield again with a nice spin move. He'll take it out across the 40. That's enough for a first down.
He's going to take it out to the Southern Nash 41-yard
gain of about 5 on the play. So with 8:21 to go in the first half, it's first down Southern Nash from their own 41-yard line. I did see Coach Batchelor having a conversation with Mitchell. Appears he may be out for the evening. He is up and moving around on the sideline, which is a great sign. But no helmet. Looks like he's not going to return. Flag comes flying in. And that's going to be a false start against Southern Nash. 5 yards will be ticked off, and it'll be 1st and 15 for the Firebirds. So far, only one pass attempt tonight by Battle, which was completed to Faulkner for a short gain. Pitch out to Hartsfield, who takes it close to midfield before he's brought down. Does not make it out of bounds. The clock will continue to run, and they're going to spot it. Nose to the 50, I believe. No, actually, no, they're going to put it at about the 49. So not quite into Trojan territory to bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Firebirds. And this is Hines on the carry into Harnett Central territory out to the 45. Going to mark him down what looks to be the 44. That is enough to move the sticks. And it'll be another Firebird first down. Battle under center. And it'll be Cam Lyons who'll cut it back. He's got some room to run back inside. Stays on his feet inside the 20. And Cam Lyons on a 25-yard scamper.
He's going to take it down to a 19-yard line. That's a 25-yard gain and another Southern Nash.
And another new set of downs for the Firebirds. And Harnett Central will use their second timeout of the night to talk things over. So far, unable to find an answer for the run of Southern Nash. We talked about that early. It's going to be the pass versus the run. I'm a little surprised Harnett Central's had some success with the deep pass, and they really have only gone to it a couple of times.
Yeah, they've really only gone to it, like you said, a couple of times. I'm shocked they haven't tried to do it. Now, maybe coming in the second half here, they'll try to make some adjustments. But I'll be honest with you, with Southern Nash run game, it's tough.
You know, if I'm down 26-7, I don't know how long I'm waiting to bring that into play.
I know.
There has been some good coverage. The defensive secondary of the Firebirds have managed to knock away some passes.
Yeah.
But in a passing game, and we saw how quick the scores were in that first quarter, things have kind of settled in now. And the ground and pound offense of Southern Nash now showing its ugly head. And it'll be Hines who'll look around the right side. Manages to take it inside the 15. Looks like they're going to mark him down at about the 14. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 5. 6:37 remaining in the half. And I believe that was Israel Whitaker. No, I'm sorry. That was Cam Lyons on the carry. Take it down to the 10. They're going to mark him. Well, they'll mark it down at the 11. It's going to bring up a short 3rd down and 2. 5:40 remaining in the half. Southern Nash with a great opportunity here in the red zone to widen the margin a little bit further. And it'll be Hartsfield who will look to the right, spin back, and be brought down at about the 7, it looks. That should be enough to renew the downs, and it'll be first and goal for Southern Nash from what appears to be their own 7-yard line. And Cam Lyons punches it over left guard and into the end zone. Cam Lyons for his first score of the night. And Southern Nash pulls ahead 32-7 with the extra point attempt upcoming. 4:59 remaining in the first half. And Southern Nash again will go for the 2-point conversion. So far have missed on 1 kicked extra point and 2 2-point conversions. So leaving 5 points on the table. And they're going to go for 2 here again. Hartsfield will look back inside. Flag comes flying in. The conversion was good. Holding is the call against the Firebirds. So they will back it up 10 yards and try again. And another score update from Red Oak as Rose has pulled ahead of the Knights 14-7 in that first round matchup. Of course, the winner of the game here will face the winner of that game next week. If Southern Nash can hold on to the lead and J.H. Rose is able to do the same, J.H. Rose would actually come here for the second round of the playoffs. Battle looks to pass. He's got a man open. It's complete. Israel Whitaker, and the 2-point conversion is good. And Nash pulls ahead 30-7. As Southern Nash continues to pull away from the Trojans. And what that first quarter looked to be like it was just going to be a scoring battle.
Yeah. Kind of leveled out here a little bit.
As Tyleek Mitchell, the big story of the night, is on the sidelines with what appears to be a hamstring injury, as he has favored that. He is up and moving around. However, he has been out of the game. He had 2 big runs, the 86-yard touchdown run to start the game, and had another one in the second offensive series, and came in to try another attempt, and actually the leg just gave out on him, and he is out of the game right now. But Jaden Hartsfield and Jonathan Hines have really picked up the burden and have been putting on a show. Cam Lyons has also stepped in and is definitely pulling his weight. So it's the next man up mentality, but in this case, it's the next 3 men up.
Yeah, next 3 men.
And a squib kick into the middle will be fielded and downed by Coley Thompson, and it'll be 1st and 10 Harnett Central from their the 35-yard line. Howard looking to pass again. He's got a man open. It's Colbreth. The pass is complete, and he'll be hit at about the 39-yard line. So a short gain, only about 4 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Howard's pass is complete to Landon Cole. Gain of 4, bring up 2nd down and 6. And Harnett Central really in need of a quick score here. I'm still a little surprised
they're playing the short passing game and not testing the defensive secondary. And it looks like he will. Nope, another pass into the flat, incomplete. And there for the taking for Danny Dunston.
That was pass is incomplete. That'll bring a third down and 6.
And a little extracurricular activity in the back, in the defensive secondary. Excuse me, in the backfield. Coach Batchelor not happy about that. A flag is now thrown. Looks like there's some jawing going on there. We'll see. Let the officials kind of sort this out and see where we're at. It is offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties.
Against both teams. Third down and 6.
So it will remain third down and 6 for the Trojans. 4:15 remaining until the break. And as we wait to get things underway, as the officials step out, it is now 100% confirmed Tyleek Mitchell is done for the evening. Howard looks to pass. He's got a man open downfield, and it's intercepted again. Israel Whitaker, second interception of the night. Whitaker still on his feet, finally brought down as he crossed the 45, marked down at the 47-yard line. The second turnover of the night, and it's Southern Nash football with 3:57 remaining in the half. And this is really the epitome of teamwork. You got a lot of guys now having to go both ways, as they have for the last couple of games that they played. And this is the definition of all in. And so a timeout has been called. Not sure who called the timeout.
I think Southern Nash called it.
So it appears that maybe Coach Batchelor, and burning the timeout, is trying to reel things in and not let it get out of hand. You don't want tempers and to flare and have the emotions get into it, because we have seen it in the past where teams have been disqualified, both teams, for unsportsmanlike. So got to reel that in. Keep heads together. Cooler heads will prevail. Southern Nash leads 34-7. 3:57 remaining in the half. Second interception of the night. This one belongs to Israel Whitaker. And I believe that is his third interception of the year. It is. He has had one pick six. Obviously, that one was not. But it's 1st and 10, Southern Nash. And Whitaker is in at quarterback. So Wildcat set, he'll take the snap, Whitaker does, but he'll hand it off to Hartsfield, who'll take it across the 50, down to about the 47. A gain of 6 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Firebirds. Clock continues to run, 3:40 and counting until the halftime break. The Harnett Central has played. They play in a 3A, 4A conference. They've had a lot of close games. Only one real blowout this year, and that was to Terry Sanford. And again, Whitaker with the direct snap keeps it himself. It's like he may have picked up a yard or so. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a long 3. So an interesting move by Batchelor. He's actually has a play runner to run the plays in versus the quarterbacks coming to the sidelines. And Whitaker looks to the left end. He's still on his feet. If he slips this tackle, it is stripped away, rolls out of bounds. Southern Nash had last possession, so it will be Southern Nash ball. But really a heads-up play by Logan Huffman to strip the football. It was just on the sidelines and rolled out of bounds harmlessly. Southern Nash keeps possession. It's 1st and 10, Firebirds from the Trojan 20-yard line. 2:25 and counting remaining up on the Baker Professional Construction scoreboard. Hines with the carry. Squeezes through the right side, still on his feet. He'll take it down close to the 5, on his feet, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Jonathan Hines.
Shedding tackles.
His 3rd of the night. As Jonathan Hines putting on an absolute show, slipping through every crease there was on the field. And it's 40-7 Southern Nash, 2:12 remaining, and a 2-point conversion upcoming. And I believe looks like they're going to call the conversion good. I didn't see who picked up the run.
Rock, okay.
And that was Jaden Hartsfield on the 2-point conversion. And it's 42-7 with 2:12 remaining in the half. You know, we're getting dangerously close to the running clock here in second half. If it's a 42-point lead, that bad boy is going to go to ticking off.
Yeah.
Really didn't expect to see this. I mean, both teams 8-2. Coming into tonight, a 14 and a 19 seed, thought it would be a much more competitive game. But Southern Nash, the run game is just pulled away, especially with the loss of Tyleek Mitchell early. Of course, he did some damage himself.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Over 100 yards rushing. Oh, and a big update from Red Oak. J.H. Rose has pulled ahead of Northern Nash 20-7. And that is DJ Brown on the kick return. There is a flag.
Not a flag coming in.
So what could possibly be 2 different penalties. Looks like they're signaling there was a face mask on the other side of the field. So the penalty's offset, and it will be placed at the point of where Brown was down. And J.H. Rose has now had a 2-point conversion and leads the Knights 22-7 over in Red Oak. And it'll be 1st and 10 Trojans. Some discussion going on back and forth on the sidelines. Not sure. Now it says it's normal. They're calling in plays. And it will be Howard from the shotgun. One lone back behind him. It's Muhammad. And batted down, nearly intercepted. Believe that was Chris Harris.
It was Harris.
Almost. That was a pick six.
That was a pick six waiting to happen. It didn't happen.
So can't say enough about the Southern Nash defense tonight. The front line and the linebacker crew really putting the pressure on Howard, and the defensive secondary is really getting the job done. Muhammad on the carry. He's caught in the backfield, and it's Chris Harris again who gets in there quick. and tackled for loss.
Tackle for loss.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 13. And it looks like Coach Batchelor will use his second timeout of the half with 1:43 remaining. He may be trying to get him another possession in here as he stops the clock. And with that, we'll once again recognize tonight's sponsors, Vandermark Side Farms, a year-round family natural grass operation serving central and eastern North Carolina. Their mission has always been to be the premier provider of natural grass and side products to the landscape industry, athletic fields, and commercial developments. Contact Vandermark Side Farms at 252-437-1501 for all your natural grass needs. Also, a big thank you to the all-season-long scoreboard sponsors, Baker Professional Construction, specializing in everything landscaping, lighting, excavating, dump truck services, revamping of yards, all types of drainage solutions, full tree service, including stump grinding and concrete services with stamp pads and walkways. Contact Baker Professional Construction. So 3rd and about 14 here. Howard again from the shotgun. Play clock is down to 10. Looks like there was a audible call from the sidelines. And pressure again on Howard, who was hit by Danny Dunston. The pass was complete, but forced out of bounds for even more of a loss. Really forced to rush that because of the pressure from Dunston. And it is 4th and about 20 now. And Colbreth will be on to punt again for the Trojans. We've had some really close calls and nearly blocked punts.
Yeah.
Another high snap, nearly blocked again. And Hartsfield will let that one roll just beyond the 50, and it'll be Southern Nash football 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line with 1:28 remaining in the first half. And Southern Nash with an opportunity to spread this score enough that we could actually start the second half and running clock.
Yeah, we could.
And it appears that Santa Claus has made an early appearance here at Southern Nash. It's a rather thin, young-looking version of Santa Claus. That's kind of suspect. Battle looks to pass. He had a man open.
Flags come in.
Flag comes in. I believe that's going to be offensive pass interference.
And it is.
Offensive pass interference is the call.
Yeah, big shove there from Brandon Hill. I guess if you're going to do that, you need to be a little less conspicuous.
Yeah.
So it looks like that will be a 15-yard offensive pass interference, and that will bring up 1st and 25 now for the Firebirds. Battle looks to pass again. He's got a man open downfield.
Isaiah Battle's pass intended for Brandon Hill falls incomplete.
Brandon Hill was there. I believe that was Hartsfield that was a little further down the field. But that's going to be incomplete, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 25. And the temperature has started to drop. We're going to have to close the door to this press box up here. It's getting a little chilly.
Yeah, it is getting a little chilly.
And it appears over in Red Oak that Not only has J.H. Rose gone up 22-7, but they now have intercepted Northern Nash and have regained possession.
Oh,
One-handed catch
Holy cow.
by Israel Whitaker. OBJ.
Yeah.
What a catch by Whitaker. That was a 23-yard completion. It's now 3rd and 2. Battle looks to pass again, and that one's caught. That's Hartfield, and he'll step out of bounds and stop the clock at the 20 with 40.4 seconds remaining up on the Baker Professional Construction scoreboard. And it's 1st and 10, Southern Nash, as they are right on the brink of the red zone of the Trojans, will be spotted at the 21. As this is turned into just air it out by Isaiah Battle. And we've just been told that interception basically ended the first half over in Red Oak, and it's 22-7, J.H. Rose. Battle again, looks to pass. He's got Whitaker downfield, and it's caught. Deflected. The ball was deflected by DJ Brown. And in a Jaden Daniels fashion, it's tipped and caught by Israel Whitaker. Touchdown, Southern Nash. And a backbreaker for the Trojans, as that was actually defended very well. 32.6 seconds remaining. Southern Nash going for the 2-point conversion. The pitch to Hartsfield, and the conversion is good. And we're headed towards the half, and Southern Nash leads 50-7 here at Southern Nash. Nobody saw this coming. So that should put us at the beginning of the second half go immediately. I don't think there's any rules against running clock in the. And they have out the board for somebody to do push-ups, and I'm struggling to watch. I don't know who that is doing. We need a camera on this. There he is. I don't know who that is, but God bless him. He's doing better than I ever could. We're going to girl push-ups. Okay. Myers with the hard kick downfield. It's fielded and returned out across the 30. Will be marked down at about the 32-yard line. That was returned by Stacker. And it's 1st and 10 Trojans with 26.3 seconds remaining in the first half. And this, I believe, is the largest margin of the season. I don't recall what the Roanoke Rapids margin was earlier in conference play, but 50-7. And this is the first round of the state playoffs.
I think it was 56-7. I think that's what it was.
Was it?
I think it was.
Okay. So this will be handed off to Muhammad. We'll look upfield. He'll dive what looked to be close to the line to gain. They're going to say he went out of bounds at the 40. So that's going to bring up second down and about 2. 18 seconds remain. You got to think that Howard has got to be looking to air it out here. Once again, very noticeable that he has not been throwing downfield. And that was DJ Brown on the carry. And I was just texted a covert message that I cannot share on the air. I was told the identity of Santa Claus, and I will not be the one that gives away the identity of Santa Claus. So to you who sent it to me, Mr. Tim Finn, I said your name out loud, but I will not say who Santa Claus is. I'm not spoiling Christmas. So just keep watching the game. I got this. Howard has a man open, and the pass is complete. And that's Coley Thompson on the catch, and he'll take it out of bounds and stop the clock with 3 seconds. So this will be a shot to the end zone. Is about all that Howard can do. So they are now saying to add a second back. There will be 4 seconds remaining. And you got to think it's cover deep here and prevent the big play. Because this should be the final play of the half. And a bad snap. The ball gets away, and Howard is forced to fall on it back in their own territory. And the clock will expire with that play. And at the half, it's Southern Nash 50, Harnett Central 7, here in the first round of the NCHS AA state playoffs. Once again, this is the Tar River Sports Network. Brent Cohn alongside Kenneth Fly. Please stay tuned at the half. Well, I guess the band's not going to perform, so you can just watch the field. We'll be back in a few minutes. And welcome back as we are ready to get the second half underway. Southern Nash leads 50-7 here over the Harnett Central Trojans. And a squib kick into the middle of the field will be picked up by Stacker and returned out just shy of the 25 to the 24. There is a flag that's thrown into the tackle pile. There's a personal foul against the Trojans. And so that will back them up. That will be half the distance to the goal. So it'll be 1st and 10. And we're looking for the spot. Should be the 12. It's actually going to be spotted at about the
16.
Okay. And this was handed off. And it appears Colbreth is playing quarterback now. It's going to bring up second down and about 13 to go here. So this is handed off again. And another loss. On the play, and I think we're about to have a special guest to join us up here. What's up, big guy? See if we can get him a headset on. All right, you ready to go here? Yeah, get it close to your mouth. We've got to hear what you got to say, big boy. So, joining us in the booth is Landon Baker. What year was that? He was the State 3A Player of the Year in baseball. He graduated in 23, and he is now a wide receiver at the University of Wake Forest in town tonight, enjoying this first round of the playoffs. How's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty good. After playing.
How things going up in Winston-Salem?
It's all good. We got a lot of older guys right now. Yeah.
Big culture shock. They got you conditioning, and so tell us what's a little different about this versus when you step into the college realm of things, playbook and everything else.
Well, the playbook's way different. I mean, there's just like 100 plays, and you got to look at the signals on the sideline, and it's just a lot more complicated than just running 24 power.
Well, we're looking for – oh, this is a bad snap. It gets by Colbreth. He'll keep it himself. Why not? He's having to do everything else. He's finally forced out of bounds on a big run. Yeah, we had some good days back here, a lot of big catches. I can still recall, I believe it was your sophomore year, when you had that one-handed in the air getting hit catch. And I remember I told your dad, I said, I know he's a baseball player and you've spent a fortune on baseball, but this kid's going to play college football.
Yeah. Should have played that back my junior year.
I know I've always told the story. I said he was the little fat, slow kid when we were playing baseball when we were young, and something happened, and he changed. So I got a question for you. I know your dad's probably watching.
All right.
Can you take him now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's soft?
Yeah.
Dad's got soft. He sends me – he'll send me pictures sometime of him in the gym and stuff, and I'm going, he can't keep up with the boys.
No, he's getting old on us.
I'll let you get home to that one. We'll see if your mom will film the match, because I'm sure he's going to challenge you to a match after the game.
He knows better than do all that.
Running clock here with the 43-point lead by Southern Nash. And I'm not sure what's going on with Kobe Howard, the starting quarterback, but he is out and not playing. So I understand that when you now, I don't know if you're still your roommate or not, but didn't you room with the quarterback from East Lincoln when you first got to Wake Forest?
Yeah, he's still my roommate up there.
And didn't they beat a team in the playoffs? Who was that they beat in the state championship game?
Huge beat on Northern Nash.
Northern Nash, that's who it was. That's who it was.
Yeah, still my roommate to this day.
Ooh, big hit. Faulkner. So I know Northern was trailing pretty good. It was 22-7 at the half. So Northern has scored. So it's 22-15. Northern has cut it to 7 against J.H. Rose. And I believe back during the regular season, it was a pick six that helped Northern Nash win that game in the last minute. We're going for a 47-yard field goal attempt here. And it was blocked. I believe that was blocked. It looked like, who was that got in there? That looked like Zion Odom that possibly got a hand on that.
5:15 to go in counting third quarter.
And so it'll become Southern Nash's ball as they still lead 50-7, and the clock runs. 5 minutes remaining up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Yes, you're the heir apparent, you and Tanner, to Baker Professional Construction. Even changed the name for you guys, man. You got big plans?
Oh, big plans. Just got to wait a little while.
So how long is it going to be before you, tell your dad to retire and just get the heck out so you guys can run it yourself?
I don't think he's ever going to retire. I think he's going to keep going forever.
Now, I hear stories that he kind of beats you guys down when he gets you out working. Is that true, or does he try to get all his money back out of you that he's
Oh,
spent?
yeah. He works like a dog. I haven't worked in a while, though, so.
So that's right. You've left Tanner all at home by himself to your dad. So is he working Tanner over pretty good?
Probably.
Marley also on the carry for about a game or two.
Oh, yeah.
Second and 8.
My niece is up there, and then Rodney's down on the field.
And so we have started putting in second strings as Ethan Mullen is now in at quarterback.
You don't know her that good. Know her that good? That's right. One thinks your mom's really sweet. That's right. You don't know her that good. Oh, God.
And thrown for a loss. I believe that is who's that on the carry there. Marley Austin on the carry.
Terrible. Hateful.
So what kind of words of wisdom have you got for these kids that are wanting to go play college football? Don't do it. Is that what you'd say? Don't
No,
do it.
I wouldn't say that. I would just say you got to know what you're getting into. Everything Batch tells you about it, it's true.
Right?
It's going to be a lot harder than you think. Everybody up there is good, so you just really just got to wait your turn. You're going to get there with a lot of older guys and have been there. Experience beats anything. So
There you go. Well, I guess the best thing about it, you're getting a college education, brother,
yeah,
from the University of Wake Forest, and that ain't a cheap one.
yeah, I know that.
So, but everybody, I can tell you, man, seeing you as a kid grow up, proud to have coached you, proud of you and what you've done, proud of your brother. You know, I always said, if you ever play for me, you're mine, right? So I got a bunch of kids that are everywhere playing, so doing something. But I'm just super proud. And the whole Southern Nash program, man, it's just always been top-notch from back in my days when it was Algie Faircloth and through the years with Ray Davis and Brian Foster and now Brian Batchelor. It's just the legacy of this football team. And I'm glad to see that you guys are reaping the benefits of some of your predecessors. Oh, a blocked punt. Picked up. Finally taken out of bounds. And it looks like Northern Nash has tied it up over in Red Oak. It's 22-22.
And picked up by number 22, William Jones, who returns
See if we can get some
inside the Southern Nash 15-yard line.
information on what happened there. I don't know if it was a defensive touchdown because that was a quick score. So we kind of got away from the game here. Like I said, it's kind of a runaway. Nobody really expected it to be this way. Both teams 8-2. Harnett Central had a tough schedule. They play a 3A, 4A conference and still managed to pull off an 8-2 record and finish second in their conference. But for us to come in here and handle them, especially with the loss of Mitchell so early in the game, of course, he still rushed for over 100 yards in just 3 carries. And a pulled hamstring. And this is going to wind things down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter with a running clock down to 30 seconds. Ammons with the carry takes it down close to the line of gain. It'll be 3rd and about 1 on the 4-yard line. 10 seconds to go. Ammons again tries to find a hole, and he does manage to punch it in for a touchdown as the clock expires. And it is 50-13 with the extra point upcoming here. They'll kick that with the dead clock. And since we've got Brother Landon here, we'll give a plug to Pop. You know, he's been a longtime sponsor for the Tar River Sports Network as well as for Southern Nash in general. And but Baker Professional Construction, we'll hit him with his new name. Does everything landscaping. I got it's long. You see this long list of stuff I got here. You guys do all this landscape drainage, erosion solutions. That's supposed to be French drains, I think. Grading, swales, landscape repairs, rock, stone, and concrete. Concrete pads, walkways, full tree service, including stump grinding. But I hear you guys are pretty good at like digging ditches.
Yeah, that's basically what we do.
That's the sun job.
Yeah, we do the work nobody else wants to do.
All that equipment, and you guys get the shovel.
Yeah, he trenches it and we clean it out.
So the extra point is good, and it is now 50-14, and we'll get things started here in the fourth quarter. Well, man, Landon, I'm going to let you get back down with Tanner, get him straight, and there's no telling what he's doing down there.
No, all right.
And, man, good to have you up here. Congratulations. More successes to you, and we look forward to seeing you again. Come back to visit anytime.
I got you. Thank you.
All right. See you, buddy. Peace out.
Harnett Central getting ready to kick off Southern Nash here, 50-14, 12 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Latest score update right now from Red Oak, tied at 22 between Rose and Norton, and we'll keep you up to date on that one here because the winner of this game will play the winner of Rose versus Norton. Castro kicks off, going to be a short kick here. And Southern's going to get the ball here at the 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And Maddox Deans was the one that received it for Southern, covered up. Looks like we got number 9, Ethan Mullen, in as quarterback. Flag on a play, left side, in the vicinity of holding. And it's going to be a face mask against Harnett Central, so that's going to move the ball up for Southern Nash here up to their own 45-yard line here. Be 1st and 5. And Mullen gets the call from sideline here. Mullen hands it off and met by a host of Harnett Central defenders. Is off left side, 46 is Jordan Ezel going to be over the first down line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Southern. And clock continues to move here. We are in running clock mode. 9:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to enjoy the Chick-fil-A sandwich that was brought up here from the concession stand. The late dinner. So Rose has scored over in Red Oak, and it's now 28-22 with their extra point attempt upcoming.
Boom, play picked up by the Firebirds.
Sound like that's a bomb runner over there in Red Oak right now.
So again, running clock here in Stanhope. It's 50-14, 8:30 left to go up on the Baker Professional Construction scoreboard. It's great to have Landon in with us for. We didn't realize it'd be the whole third quarter with the running clock, and I'm hoping that his dad was listening in because Landon talked a little smack about Pop, you know, and I know how it works over there. He might not fare too well when he gets home. So a nice run here. That was
Trent Sherrod on it.
Galen plays good enough for another Southern Nash. First down.
No, that was Marley Austin on the carry.
Okay, well, I knew it was a 4 in the number.
So a lot of JV players have been brought up for the playoffs as they've ended their season. And again, Marley Austin on the carry. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Marley Austin on the carry. That's good enough for another Southern Nash. First down.
Yeah, I'm expecting your cell phone to go off any moment.
Austin on the carry once again.
So a little play time here for the second stringers and some of the JV guys that have been pulled up as the starters have been retired. And, of course, the big retirement we weren't ready for early in the game was Tyleek Mitchell. So that'll be something that has to be watched closely as we go into next week and into the second round of the playoffs, barring an absolute miracle here with 6 minutes to go in the game and Southern Nash leading 50-14. I think the big point of interest right now is to see who will Southern Nash play. Will they travel to Red Oak, or will J.H. Rose come here for the second round? Marley Austin again on the carry across inside the 15.
That's going to be good enough for another Southern Nash.
And that was enough to re-up on the downs. A new set here for the Firebirds. Once again, we want to thank tonight's sponsor, Vandermark Sod Farms. They are a year-round family natural grass operation serving central and eastern North Carolina. Their mission has always been to be a premier provider of natural grass and side products to the landscape industry, athletic fields, and commercial developments. They grow, harvest, and deliver 6 types of natural grass. Growing grass can not only be rewarding, in their words, it can also be fun and satisfying. Contact Vandermark Farms at 252-437-1501 for all your natural grass needs. And from us here at the Tar River Sports Network, we want to give a big shout-out and a thank you to Keaton Vandermark and the entire Vandermark family for being such strong supporters of everything Nash County, not just Southern Nash, but Nash County, and especially for us here at the Tar River Sports Network. Through all these years, it is appreciated more than you could ever know. And we wish you and your family well in all your endeavors. And hopefully we'll see you again next year as we can bring you some more live action for the Firebirds. We've got some young guys, a lot of good prospects with Jaden Hartsfield and Isaiah Battle, and some of these other guys. Got another year of Luke Faulkner. It seems like that guy's been here forever.
Yeah, I know.
Rose just intercepted over Nash on Northern's 10-yard line.
And we just got an update that Rose up 29-22. Oh, touchdown, Southern Nash. Harley Austin, who basically handled that offensive series all by himself, and he punches it in, and it's 56-14. And I believe they're going to send in Braden Wells for a extra point attempt. As I was saying, Rose, who is leading Northern Nash 29-22 over in Red Oak, has just intercepted Northern Nash on the Northern 10-yard line. And Wells hits the upright, is no good. So that would put J.H. Rose immediately inside the red zone and with a threat to score after going up 29-22. That game should be in the third quarter over there. And here with 2:50 and counting remaining, it's Southern Nash 56, Harnett Central 14. So, yeah, we got somebody handling the push-ups a little better this time. Of course, this is the time we don't have a camera shot on it.
Yeah.
Rose intercepted on Nash 10. Third quarter, less than 3 to go.
And Aiden Myers kicks it off. And there will be a return. That is Michael Smith on the return, who has been quiet all night. He was the third leading receiver, as well as DJ Brown. Haven't heard anything really out of DJ Brown. He led the team in receiving yardage coming into tonight's game with 766 yards. Landon Colbreth has been the big story for Harnett Central. Just got an update. J.H. Rose has scored again and now up by 10. And I believe there should be another extra point upcoming there over in Red Oak. Colbreth throws it deep. He's got a man. Oh, nearly caught. As Colbreth launches. Yeah, Landon Colbreth has been the do-it-all guy for Harnett Central tonight. He's punted. He's had some good tackles tonight playing defense and defensive coverage. He had the first big opening reception way back early in the game. And now he's playing quarterback. And this should be down to about the last play of the game. Flag comes in. That's going to be a horse collar tackle. It's down to 5 seconds. I don't think they're going to be able, even with the penalty, that this play is going to get taken off. And that's going to bring it to a close as Southern Nash wins in the first round of the state playoffs. Final score, Southern Nash 56, Harnett Central 14. We'll do a quick score check and time check here, where obviously with the running clock, we're finished early.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it.
It looks like it is 32-22 over in Red Oak. So that game will continue on well past this broadcast, and so we'll have to wait and see where we'll be playing next week. I wish I could tell you. But I will say this: if the game comes to Southern Nash, the Tar River Sports Network will be here live on the air to bring you that game on the NFHS network. And so we will be back. If it goes to Northern, we will not. We will not be able to carry that game because of some broadcasting issues, visiting schools. So, but hopefully we'll be talking next week, and we'll be back live on the air. But until then, if we don't get to see you, we will see you next year. But looking forward to seeing you next week. This is Brent Cohn alongside Kenneth Fly, live on the Tar River Sports Network. Once again, thank tonight's sponsors, Vandermark Side Farms, and the scoreboard sponsor, Baker Professional Construction, and our special guest in the booth tonight, Landon Baker. Hey, I've had a great time. You guys be good. Have a safe week. And we will talk to you hopefully next week. Once again, Brent Cohn, I'm out.